Put that on that beat. No.
Good morning,
Like
Lord.
Wake up, sleepyhead.
Rise and shine.
I need some coffee.
All right, everyone, grab your comics and let's get ready for the show. Well, almost forgot. Hit that subscribe button.
Man, good morning, BCL, BSF, behind the scenes podcast, collectors, casuals, moviegoers, haters. Good morning, everybody, man. What's going on, D?
Grand Rising BCL fam. What's up, y'all?
Ooh, man, dude, we got a show for y'all today, man. And as you can see, it's some butthurt people out here, and I ain't gonna lie. I'm one of them. But we gonna get into the Sam Wilson Captain America flop a little later in the show. But people are saying, and the money and the evidence, the forensics is showing that he's flopped, man. And listen, it doesn't take away that some people enjoyed the movie. It was a step in the right direction. But bro, it made less money than Shang-Chi. So I got a problem.
Oh, dude.
It's about to pass Captain America the First Avenger, but with inflation, they said, so Captain America First Avenger was $370. They said with inflation, it was really $400 in 2025 money. So it's a wrap, man. And RIP, they're already making funeral arrangements for Ironheart on Disney Plus. They're already making I hate it because, dude, that Riri, when Riri first came out, people hated her. But then when the book started to scale, everybody got on board, like, Riri's that. Riri's up next. And then the last couple of years, it just her IP has just really tanked.
Mm-hmm.
But we got some other stuff that my boy Dion gonna open you guys up with. Let me get the visual up because there's some. I don't want to call it drama, but there's some things going on, and we want to talk about it. But we want to be sensitive because this ain't really got nothing to do with us. But we're going to just watch and learn. Here we go.
All right, so over the weekend, I'm scrolling through social media, Facebook, and I'm kind of like an independent creator, writer, and I'm in some of these circles. And this artist named Stephen Wayne, he made some Chitara art from the Thundercats, posted online, custom look, she looks good, and finds out that Dynamite Comics published a Thundercats comic book with the exact same costume design that he made. So basically his fan art became official art for the company. And he's asking, do they have permission? Why didn't they give me credit? Should they pay me? And this is sort of similar situations I've heard when I went to Full Sail. One of my instructor's friends, she had a friend who wrote a script about South Park, a fan fiction script, send it to the creators of South Park, and allegedly, they used that same script for an episode, no credit, no nothing. And over the years, you've heard about the rumors that Wolverine, a fan sent in a custom drawing, and that was the basis for Wolverine. A lot of different things. So this is an era where fans are making fan fiction, fan art, and companies and corporations are getting inspired and taking that fan art and making it official canon. And what do you think about the whole situation when it comes to fan art and fan fiction? Should if it becomes official, if the company makes it a real thing, should they get credit? Should they get paid? Should they sue? What do you think about this dynamic between fans and corporations, man?
So I have some pictures. I've sent it to people on my team, but with a lot of information that you don't want to hear, you don't want to know, they kind of people that I know, not necessarily my team, but other people that I know that are Black Panther fans, I sent them what is allegedly a fanzine, which is fan fiction, and it was published. Somebody made a copy, and this was allegedly published like in the early 60s, but it was basically the title of the character was Black Panther, had the same exact suit, a lot of the same similarities.
Mm.
And later in 66, we get Black Panther. There is a lot of people that take inspiration or they take something that has not officially been published, doesn't have IP, doesn't have a trademark, and they will run with it. But I don't want to say shame on you for putting it out there, but I will say this. Anything and everything that you make public can be remixed, used, especially if you don't own the IP. Unfortunately, you don't own the IP for, what's her name? What's the cheetah cat girl? Tara, you don't own it. So you basically did them a favor for the free. Now, could you even, I mean, what would have prevented this? If you would have put your watermark on it? No. I mean, they still would have been like, that's a dope idea. But, and for people that are confused, the picture on the left is the actual final rendering comic, but the picture on the right is what he did. And there's a lot of similarities. It's especially with her right upper leg. I mean, they got everything to the T there, but there's not much things you can do. Now, you can have the pride, like, in time stamping your stuff and saying, oh, I posted this up in social media in 2018, fast forward to 2025, 2026, they use my idea. And you can throw that all around the internet. And for the most part, people will look at you and be like, dang, that's kind of messed up that this company got it. I mean, you'll have some internet fame, maybe. I mean, look at the guy. So a couple, kind of rolling back. You mentioned Wolverine. Well, you can also look at Spider-Man's black suit. But Marvel literally asked the community to send that stuff in, and he did. He never got credit. Well, he got credit, but he didn't get. Well, he was late getting credit, and he didn't really get compensated like he wanted to. But hey, they don't even some of these companies don't even compensate their artists and writers. The way that, AKA Rob Liefeld, he felt like he didn't get compensated like he was supposed to.
Right.
So, I mean, that was at an after party, different context, but, well, at a premiere, different context. But yeah, man, ain't much you can do. Let's see what they're saying in the comments.
And not much you can do. I think that's the risk. That's just the risk you take. If you're making fan fiction, if you're making fan art and you put it out there publicly, you run the risk of, hey, they're using your material and there's nothing you can do about it for the most part. Why are you doing the fan art? Because you're a fan, and also because you want the clout. This is something popular, so you're using their IP in yourself to kind of get some attention. You know, I can draw an original character, no one's going to really care. I can draw this Marvel, DC, old school cartoon character. Oh, now people are going to care. So it's kind of mutually beneficial in a way. You're using their IP to try to raise your rank, and then they're using your creative vision to see like, oh, we can implement this for our own book. And you know, I see you guys pitch, you guys do your pitching, you know, sometimes it get used, sometimes it doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, hey, you guys just like, you do it for the fun of it, for the love of it, you know, you're not looking for like, you know, official, like, hey, put me written by, inspired by, or whatever, you know, like that's just the risk you take with fan fiction and fan art. Unfortunately, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think you can sue, you know, if you're trying to do all that, like, I like,
as soon as you hand it to the judge is going to say, okay, sir, is this your drawing? Yes, sir. And he's first thing going to say, oh, did you get this trademarked? Well, actually, sir, it's not mine. It doesn't belong to me. It belongs to this company. He's going to say, bailiff, please remove this guy out of my courtroom. It's not even a case. You can't even hire a good lawyer to even push for it. There's nothing you can do.
There's nothing you can do. Just say, hey, I inspired them to make this cool, run with it in a positive way. Unfortunately, but yo, I mean, I think that's it. And if this goes for Instagram artists anywhere out there, you make fan art, you're at risk, and you just gotta know that risk.
Yeah.
Hell, I mean, you guys being an artist alley selling prints. What characters are you selling prints of? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. You know, so you can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways just because.
Shout out to the artists and Artist Alley that actually do better renditions of characters than the companies do. Yeah. And if those companies, I mean, you better not be doing that at San Diego Comic-Con, because that's where Marvel and DC are at. Now, MegaCon, Fairfax Con, Best Buy Con, I don't know, Toyota Con, they don't care. But if you at like where they're at, if you're at D23, you better be having some resort out there. Or Kevin Feige himself is going to come after you, man.
Right. For sure. Oh, shout out to BlurredCon happened this weekend. I saw some photos from different posts. Yeah. So shout out to you guys. Looked like a successful event. And Geek Nick is next year's theme. I might have to cover that. I don't know.
Is BlurredCon's having Geek Nick?
Yep. Anime Freak Nick, essentially.
It's basically just. I wish they would just call it Black Anime Con, man. Because that's all it is. It's not. You're not doing. Okay, let me stop. Somebody gonna get mad. But listen. Just call it Anime Con, man.
Anime Con.
I know Blurred sounds like it's the black versions of nerds, but it's really just Japanese and white characters, man. That's it.
Black Anime Con. That's Black Anime
Con.
Yep.
Yeah. Race.
Yo.
I'm about to say Race Swap Con, but I already said it, so I'm probably
you're in the hot seat now, man.
I'm in the hot seat now. Listen, man. So we allegedly got some new news, man, and people are going to be mad regardless of what they throw out. But take a look at this. So Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra is targeting Christmas 2025. And the 4 characters here are the 4 playable characters. Now, what is very, 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 very interesting is there's a black man on the left of who a lot of people thought was going to be T'Challa, but it's actually Azari. But Gabriel Jones, Marvel's first black hero, you can almost even argue because he was retconned to have the Infinity Serum, which basically slows your aging. That's a power. Last time I checked. He has that, but they didn't reveal that until like the 70s or 80s. It's so does Nick Fury. That's why Nick Fury has stayed young in the comic continuum throughout the World War II all the way up until now. But yeah, he's going to be a playable character. Azari, Cap, and the girl on the right is a Wakandan spy. Her name slips me. But this might release Christmas 2025, and yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Oh,
what's your thoughts on this?
They're already gonna be mad. You got 3 playable black characters and only 1 white man. Oh hell no! This is woke.
And black people ain't gonna be far behind because the guy that you're playing with, I think there's people. I think Black Panther fans are straddling the fence because on one end they recognize that it's World War II, so T'Challa's not Black Panther in World War II, but they don't like the fact that Azari is a brown-skinned person because in the comic books, obviously he's not, but here he is, and that is problematic for a lot of people. Just like the diehard Jon Stewart fans that collect all his books and they're so serious about, Jon Stewart. Yeah, they were upset about the lighting of Jon Stewart as well. I thought it was a little interesting because I thought they should have did the justice and brought the guy back from the Snyderverse, but I know they don't like to do stuff like that. That makes too much sense. But they could have brought him back because I actually have some pictures. I think it's on my other phone. They actually shot, basically them shooting the actor for the Green Lantern in the Snyderverse. Remember they cut that out and replaced it with Martian Manhunter?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that joint, man.
I think they should have probably used him. They probably should have used him, but I mean they didn't for whatever reason. So I don't know, but I have a PS5. It's probably gonna drop on PS5 and Xbox. I'm gonna play the shiznick out of it, give a review. I'm gonna buy it regardless, man. If it's third party, open world, sandbox, but it's probably going to be semi-open world. They'll probably open up sections for you to battle and fight. It's going to be interesting to see Black Panther's tech in the 40s, though.
Yeah, that's interesting, man. I mean, for me personally, you know what I'm saying? No T'Challa, no dollar, so I'm not buying this. I'm just kidding. I don't even have a PS5 to play this, so.
Speaking of people that don't have a PS5, there's a lot of people it's people that do have a PlayStation 5. Granted, they have stuff to say.
You
I'm not
talking
saying
about us brokies out here? You talking about us brokies? We don't
I'm
got a
talking
PS5?
about if you don't have a PS5, but you're making the most noise on social media about it. That's that. I don't want to say it's crazy work, but it's interesting because I don't know. Would you go and purchase a PS5 if it was T'Challa? Would it really make a difference? Are you going? If you gonna pony up 400? Well, it's probably gonna be the PS5 is probably $399 come December. They're gonna try to drop the price a little bit,
Yeah.
not too much. But what do you think?
Mm.
What's your thoughts?
My thoughts on this is that we've been playing video games, and we talked about this earlier, where you have one token black character in an all white cast, right? For years, we got no problem with Barrett's the only black dude in the game, or Balrog's the only black dude in the game, or Jack's the only black dude, only black person in the game. All right, cool, and we all right with that. And then you flip it on the other side, and it's just like the world's gonna end. So I don't mind 3 black playable characters in this game. You know what I mean? Like, it's no big deal to me, but I know for a lot of people they're only gonna pick Cap. They don't want to play as Cap, and that's about it. And I think that speaks to the mindset, man. I think we really are kind of open to all stories and entertainment, and we can just accept that, no problem. And then everyone else has a problem when they're not the POV character. They're not
center
in
of attention.
Center of attention, right? It's not my perspective. It's not right, or it don't matter. And I think that's wrong. This looks like a dope game. 3 out of the 4 characters is black. Oh well, we've had games where we weren't even in the game, and we still had a good time.
And nobody bat an eye.
Nope.
Because that's what's normal. And a lot of black people feel like, that's what's normal. There's gonna be some black people that's gonna have some issues with this. There's gonna be some influencers on YouTube that's gonna be like, I don't really know Gabriel Jones. Like, I guess he was a character. Like, they're gonna do the smear campaign on this is gonna be great because they want the views, they want the clicks.
Yeah.
And any black person that can get on social media and smear like the character, like they're gonna get some help smearing Azari because there's some people that feel like he should be light skinned. So that's gonna be a given. But Gabriel Jones and this other spy, they're going to say, they could have brought somebody else. Like, nobody likes Gabriel Jones. He's a throwaway character, da-da-da-da. You're going to hear that. You're going to absolutely hear that because that's what we do. We are quick to go after our own man. But, I will be definitely
I'm rooting for it.
Up. I'm rooting for it. Hopefully it's successful. I don't know the barometer of success for a video game like this. But I tell you what, I do know a barometer for success. And unfortunately for Captain America, let me see, is this it? Nope, that's not it. So I asked AI, I said, what are some movies that are considered flops? And it told me Captain Marvel, even though the first Captain Marvel they considered a flop because of what people were saying. Thor: Love and Thunder was considered a flop. They made their money, but they still considered them a flop. And the Eternals was considered a flop. Now, Eternals didn't really make it. And Ant-Man 3 was considered a flop. Multiverse of Madness, I think, is considered a flop. I mean, they made their money too.
Well,
what's
the
your thoughts? What's your thoughts?
Financially, it was close to $1 billion, and no one has gotten close to $1 billion since then. Not even Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Galaxy 3 came
Nah.
close.
Nah, Wakanda Forever made more than Guardians 3, surprisingly.
Wakanda Forever make more than Multiverse of Madness.
No. So Multi was like 9 something, and I'm terrible for learning this by heart. And then Wakanda Forever did like high 8 something, and then Guardians 3 did like high lower 800. So no one's really hit $1 billion without like that Deadpool,
Whoa.
Wolverine.
Deadpool, Wolverine.
Yeah, but that's really Fox.
That's a combo show.
That's a combo show. No Way Home, that's a combo show. We're finding out you need the big crossover, big event to get the nostalgia, to get the bill.
Wait a minute. You're right, bro. Like, what's the last Solo Dolo that was a banger? Dang. The last Solo Dolo that was a banger was probably Black Panther. Think about
Probably,
it. Came out
yeah.
in 2018.
Yeah.
2019 we had Infinity War, which was
Mhm.
a almost 2 billion or 2 billion. And then after that, and then we also had Endgame.
Yep.
Endgame come out in 2019. No,
2019.
no. 2019 Endgame came out. 2018 Black Panther and Infinity War came out. The last
Correct.
solo dolo banger was by. And guess what? Let me tell you something. I don't even think. All right, let's say they recast T'Challa.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they're gonna turn out the same numbers that
A
they
bit.
did, or better? Do you
Mm.
think that people are going to show up, or do you think? Because see, back in 2018, there was no boycott. What do you freaking mean boycott Black Panther? Let them do one. Let them not have on. Let them make T'Challa not have on the right shoes or something. They boycott. See, people now, I think, are going for perfection, and Black Panther fans are like out of all the Marvel movies, there hasn't been any calls for boycott unless you're talking about Captain America: Brave New World. But before Black Panther, there was what you mean boycott the Avengers, boycott Cap. There was none of that.
There's
Now
none of
you
that.
had that. There was a boycott with Wakanda Forever, pretty strong one too. Nobody was dancing out in the outside, barbecuing outside the theater like they was doing for Black Panther. So my question is, I don't know if they're gonna be able to now. Will they? I would say the first 3 weeks they do a 700 change off rip, but I don't know about the proper circumstance that we got in 2018. I just don't think.
I don't think so either, man. If you were to, okay, we're gonna get in trouble for this, but if you were to recast T'Challa right now, I don't think it's guaranteed $1 billion. I don't think so. I think
and it's not because they're not
need.
going to have a good.
Oh, go ahead.
Listen, I don't think I agree with you, but I only agree. I'm gonna say this 3 times, Umar Johnson style. I agree. But I agree with you because I think some of the fans are just totally pissed right now. And regardless of what you give them, they're going to analyze the hell out of that trailer, and depending on, they might depending on different influencers. If they have they might do another strong boycott like they did with Wakanda Forever. I think it's because the fans are pissed, not because Black Panther's IP isn't strong enough, not because the movie won't be written good by Ryan Coogler. I think that if they do something crazy, or the cast members, any of the cast members say anything egregious or anything funny, it's a wrap, bro. People have their finger on the boycott button. That they're ready to press it.
Well, look at the trend. Look at the trend.
Signs of a recast, they better.
Look at the trend of the crossovers. I mean, in a sense, look at Multiverse Madness. Who do they need? They need Sam Raimi. They need Professor X. They need all these different variants coming in. You need No Way Home. You need Tobey Maguire. You need Andrew Garfield. You know what I'm saying? Look at Deadpool. Deadpool 3 is not making that money without Hugh Jackman Wolverine. You need that big outside kind of
Deadpool 3 absolutely is not making no $1 billion without Wolverine.
So Black Panther is not enough. They need like, you know how Captain America did Civil War with the Avengers 2.0 kind of movie. That's what you need for Black Panther 3.
Cap 1 made $370 million.
Yeah.
Compared to what he would go on to make is peanuts. Keep in mind, Cap 2, Cap 2 Winter Soldier, it was Sam Wilson came. You had Nick Fury, you had Shield, you had the Winter Soldier. Now that's more of a solo dolo because nobody cared about Sam Wilson. They scared to say that, but y'all didn't. Just like y'all don't care about him now. All right, and that's a sore spot with me. That's a sore spot with me. But Cap 3, Cap 3 was basically Avengers 3.
So basically Avengers 3.
Basically, he was straight. He was good. It was really, and they wanted to make. I don't know why they had felt like they needed to do that. Cap 3 should have just been Avengers 3. I mean, for me, but I mean, it is what it is. It made over $1 billion. They're fine.
That's what you need right now. You need the crossover.
Now, here's the thing that I was finna make this video. Do you know who this guy is right here?
Yeah, man. I think his name's Speed. He's a social media streamer. Yeah.
So why the freak isn't now? I know the answer, but why the freak does Marvel and DC not get behind Kai Sinai and I Show Speed? First of all, I Show does a lot of crazy stuff on the internet. But bro, when he goes to other countries, he gets dude, he literally gets, and I know people say, oh, you stretching. He literally gets the Michael Jackson treatment. There's a video of him walking out of a hotel. Dude, this whole entire block was filled with people waiting just to see him. And all he does is just turn up on social media. He streams and he does influence. But bro, he's 20 years old. Can you imagine the cachet he would have brought to the table to help Sam Wilson, Captain America? Oh my freaking gosh, bro! The global numbers were like, what was the global numbers? Like $170 million or something like that. He would have got it to 250. No, I'm sorry, he probably would have got it to 3 because his pull is so freaking strong, bro. These YNs got the juice, bro. These YNs got the juice. Marvel, and I know their brand is one thing, and Marvel's brand might be another, but y'all might need to be able to meet. Marvel's got to tap into these social media influencers a lot more. They really do, because the influencers that hate Marvel, they tapping into their base. And that's what they did to go after, Black Wakanda Forever, Brave New World, and a lot of other of these films. So Marvel's got to tap into the social media influence, man. They're leaving a lot of dollars on the table. Yeah, I think Disney might make them sign their soul away, but maybe half their soul. I don't know. But these guys got a lot of influence, bro. You and Kai Sinai is also another one. I mean, how much would these guys take? They would probably want a very lucrative deal. They would probably want a type of deal to where, well, if the movie makes such and such, I want such amount of royalties. Disney's not willing to do that. But between the two of these guys, they could have probably signed them up for 20 mil, just endorsements alone. Even if they were in the film, it would have been even just that much more. I think if Kai Sinai and I Show Speed would have had 100% in with this film, this is going to sound bizarre, I think you do anywhere between $700 and $800 million.
Whoa, 700, 800.
$700 to $800 million, bro. I think
you think their fans will pay to go see a movie ticket for them, or are they trained to see them for free on YouTube and social media? Because that's the difference.
These guys, listen. In 2025, I think these guys, keep in mind, on Sam's own, he's able to get around $370 million.
Okay.
So you're tacking on 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 400, another $400 million? Absolutely. But you're gonna have to promote the shiggity out of these guys. They're literally gonna have to go to the theaters. They're gonna have to get on a tour and tour around to get that, to make that happen. Like throwing out all the stops. Not just sitting in their apartments up. Yeah, y'all need to go check out this film. Nah, they're gonna have to do more than that. They're gonna have to tour.
I don't think there's any social media influencer who's had a box office run like that yet. I know they're on streaming shows. I know they're getting on streaming, like Netflix and whatnot, but I don't think there's been a theatrical release movie, a definitive case where we had this influencer in this film and it caused this kind of spike for box office.
Yeah, the last time we had an influencer or anybody a big boy was Elon Musk in Iron Man 2. That's the last time you had a big boy in a film.
He was in Iron Man 2. I don't even remember.
Yeah, a lot of people. I gotta do it. Yeah. So when I think either before or after the race, Tony's walking by, he sees Elon Musk. You don't know it because nobody knew who he was. Elon was not like that. Like he's the vice president of the United States now. So you absolutely know who he is.
Right.
Let me see. I gotta wrap it up because I gotta get on the shuttle and get out of here. But Yo, how about this is real, bro? Trump's book, Art of the Deal, and Lex Luthor has an unauthorized biography. These two books exist, but why the similarities, bro? That's crazy. That's crazy work. And I think,
man.
I want to say Trump's came out first.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man, but I gotta look into this. But I seen this the other day, and I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Art imitating life, man. Art imitating life.
I'll say Kingpin for president, man. Kingpin for president.
Nah, I don't even think Trump's not even more of a Lex. I don't think Trump really resembles Lex or Kingpin. I don't really think but we'll talk about Trump another day. I know we have some MAGA folks in here, so I don't want to insult anybody. But yeah. But speaking of Cap, he did have a success here. His book did sell for $400 back in February, so I wanted to highlight this sale. It is a 9.8, but this was right after the movie came out, so somebody thought, I guess they thought the film was.
This is so. I mean, the movies. I mean, come on, man. The movies is pumping up the comics, and the movies down, then the comics goes down. I mean, it's. I get it. Some part of the collecting thing is just like, yo, I just don't understand, man.
I think he overpaid for this because there was another one that sold for like $100. So he overpaid for this, man. But shout out to whoever bought it.
Well, yeah.
I don't mind seeing books scale like this. I don't think it's a bad thing because I didn't buy it. I didn't buy it, so it's not hurting my wallet. So
yeah.
Also, too, the Turin Clark Virgin variant sold for $200. This came out. This was issue 2. It is a 1 for 100, but it did sell for $200. So I don't think he got his money's worth on this one either. I think the art is good, but we'll see where this series goes. It's all over the place.
Question for you as a collector: you know, the movie comes out, price is gonna pop, and you know within 6 months the price is gonna cool off because the movie buzz goes down. So why would you buy it at the peak of
books
the movie
aren't really even scaling because of movies no more. This right here is just some people with some money.
Just flexing, man.
They was just like, screw it. Let me just gamble. And you really just wasting your. I mean, listen, Turin Clark. I mean, it's if you're trying to speculate that this is gonna go up in value, no. If you really like Turin Clark, it's absolutely so. This $200 was all about why did you buy? Did you buy this because you think you're gonna flip it later for $5-6? You're wrong. If you bought it because you like Turin Clark and you're into it, you got your money's worth.
Right.
Because Turin Clark is our, in my opinion, he's our Alex Ross, to a certain extent. So
he's good. I mean, don't get me wrong, Turin Clark is very good. I gotta say, Oz on Facebook. I'm not sure if you've seen Oz's work. He's got like that paint style. It's very
he's got a really
very similar to Alex Ross.
Yeah.
Yo, aggressively relaxing. What's up? Good morning. Good morning to you, Kenya Mays. What's up? Hero Made Podcast. What's up? Hero Mode Podcast. My bad. What's up, y'all? Good morning.
Man.
But yo, if the box office don't hit a flop, we must admit.
Man,
it's a shame, man. It's a shame. I know we were rooting for Cap 4. We were rooting.
Y'all all know we were rooting for Cap 4. Bro,
yo, we drank a little bit of the Kool-Aid. You know what I mean? But I mean, I knew it was gonna be trouble, man. I just sensing what I saw on the internet, looking at the interests of the normies, people who are not into this normally. It was cold, man. It was cold. They shouldn't have, if they didn't do those reshoots, they might as well not have done it because it didn't help.
I can't believe, and I gotta go, but I can't believe the film allegedly cost $180 to make, but the reshoots cost closer to like $300 million. Bro, y'all should have just kept the damn film as.
Should have just kept the film as is.
Y'all would have at least made your money back, and you would have. And this $370, you would have been straight.
You would have equaled
the
out.
film would have probably been all over the place. Yes, it wouldn't have been. It would have been less about Sam Wilson and more about everybody else. And y'all do that to pad black characters because y'all don't think black characters can stand on their own. And so I don't know, man. Now, is this movie gonna get a rewatch for me on Disney Plus? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Shang-Chi gonna get one? No. Is Eternals gonna get one? No. Is Captain Marvel gonna get one? No. But this movie will definitely get a rewatch or two.
It's Shang-Chi made more money than in the pandemic era. It's crazy, man. Crazy.
Oh yeah, he did come out in the pandemic,
He
but
came out
there
in the
was
pandemic.
still Marvel faithful though. There was still Marvel
Yeah, the
faithful.
faith was still there. You're right. It is done. Pessimist. It is a graveyard right now. The Marvel hype train is dead, bro.
Yeah. But look, man,
yeah.
I gotta get out. I told you I was gonna be a short video this morning. I gotta get out of here. I gotta jump on the shuttle, go to this training. I'm gonna be in this hot room for 8 hours today. But yeah,
Good luck
man,
to you, bro.
we'll be back on Friday, and we're gonna get a little political on Friday. Charlemagne the God brought in, and I don't really watch the Breakfast Club like that. I'm telling you, I don't. But he brought in Al Green. The guy, the black guy that got kicked out of the Trump's when Trump spoke to, I sent it to you. When Trump spoke to Congress, he was yelling at Trump, he got kicked out. But Charlemagne made some good points about the Democratic Party. And I want to talk about that really, really briefly on Friday. And we're also going to talk about some comments. We're going to get a little political.
All right, red, white, and bruised. Let's go, man.
We're gonna come out. We're gonna have some words for the Republicans, and we're gonna have some words about the Democrats.
All right,
we got to talk about it a little bit because it's starting now to bleed over into what we do. Right, the tariffs, prices are going up, which could ultimately affect comics, and we can't act like we don't have a president. No, we have a current president that's in office right now. How did we get here? Well, we got here from the last 4 administrations. How did they get here? From the last 4 years of the administration. So we got to talk about it because it's going to affect how we buy and how we sell stuff, man. So we'll see y'all, man.
All right, see y'all Friday. Peace, chat.
Yeah.